Hi! Today I wanted to show you 3 cool tricks for Canvas that can help make it more interesting and engaging for elementary school students. So if you're interested in that, keep watching and I'll show you these 3 super simple tricks. Alright, so the first thing I want to show you is that you can add emojis to everything. So if you click on these 3 dots right here and you click edit, you can right click on your mouse, click emoji, and you can add an emoji that's relevant to whatever your assignment is. I like to put one on both sides just because it stands out, it's bright, and you can also direct students to click on the assignment with the emoji, like the books, if they are not able to read yet. All right, so I go through and I do that for all of them. Emoji, paper, or we could do like writing and put it on the other side as well. Perfect. So now you can see it looks a lot brighter, but I also do a couple of other things. So after you do the emojis, the next tip is to put a video header. So what I do is I create an assignment and you have to name it. I usually write click here before starting your work. And then I also put emojis in here of like tacks or pin. There we go, pins, because it's bright red and it helps students see it, and it's kind of like a bulletin. So I want them to click this. So I add this here and I put it all the way at the top so that they see this first. Then if you go in here, you can edit this to say whatever you want, but pretty much I just record a video like I am right now, going through the whole module and explaining all of their assignments. So I would say, okay, today you have your reading assignment. You're going to click on your reading assignment, and inside of that assignment, there's a video on how to complete it. Then you'll go to your writing assignment during your writing time, and inside of that, there's a video on how to complete it. You can give more detail or do whatever you want, but basically then you upload that video in here, and I can show you how to do that in a different video. And then students have a walkthrough when you're not able to walk them through the Canvas assignments, because it can be confusing. And so if they have a place to go back to kind of see what they should be doing, then they're more successful in completing all of their work. All right, my next tip is to create text headers to kind of break everything up. So as you can see, this kind of all runs together. So I would hit this plus and change this to text header. And then I would write something like schoolwork and then add this item. And you're just going to drag it wherever you want there to be kind of a break. So this is what they start with. Then this is just a text header. They can't click on it. And here's all of their assignments. I also create another one called during school practice. This is an optional assignment that they can either, it's like enrichment work or review work to practice. They don't have to do anything I put under this header, but you'll see in a second why it's a good idea. The last one I do is directed drawing after completing work. Which brings me to my next tip, which is if you have an incentive at the end of your module, it really propels students to complete everything in the module because they want to get to this directed drawing at the end. So I'm going to go into this one especially and put in the emojis, because if we put little stars on both sides, it will stand out and then they will know that they want to get to this reward. So there we go. This brings me to my final tip, which is to click this button, your 3 dots on the edge of your module, and you're going to click edit and add requirement. First, you can choose all of the assignments. So I make them watch this video first, or they have to view the assignment by clicking on it, because I want them to watch the video of what they need to complete. Then I can add another one. Okay, they need to submit the reading assignment. they need to submit the writing assignment. Not everything has a submission, so we can say for math, maybe they're just watching something, or maybe I just need them to look at something. It really depends, because if it's turned in a different app, then they just have to look at this and see what they need to do. And then we'll just make the science just view this item. And then the last one I put is science practice, and they have to submit the assignment. Once we have this all in, we can check this, add a requirement, make sure we have this at the bottom because that will unlock. Make sure that this box is checked that says move through the requirements in sequential order. That's what makes it so that the directed drawing will not unlock until they've completed all of their work. Click update module, and then if we go into student view, you can see that all of this is gray because they have to start by clicking on this because that was the first requirement. Okay, and then they can click next, or they can go back home and use the modules, but they have to work their way through all of these assignments. So if we go back and look at the module, we can see that this has unlocked, but these things haven't. So once they submit the reading assignment, then the writing assignment will unlock, and throughout the day, it will continue until their directed drawing unlocks after they have done all of their assignments. So those are my 5 tips for Canvas, making it more engaging for elementary schoolers. I hope this works for you, and I will see you in the next video.